Okay, so hello everyone again, the third session. So today we will be touching some more nice topics. So let's have just a small recap as we start. So we did the variables, naming variables, data types, then we did strings, indexing, slicing, then we saw all these methods in how string is immutable and everything. Today we are going to start with something known as mathematics, arithmetic operators. So just to give you a hint, like what in the next session and next session we'll be doing. So there are 5 types of operators. Yes, some might say there are 7. There are 7. There are 8. There are 9. There may be more. But for basics, there are 5 operators. What we are going to do is we are going to learn all these 5 operators in the next upcoming classes, and today we will learn the first operator, which is arithmetic operator, the basic: plus, minus, remainder, quotient, multiplication, division, and all that. Then if the time persists, we will do relational operators. But today I would like to, after assignment operators, I will go a bit deep into assignment operators, which is over here you can see plus equal to, minus plus, and all that. So I will go deep dive into it. Some of you who are having background of programming might know all these, and it might sound similar to you. But the tricky part comes in these three things. These three things over here: logical, membership, identity. These three are tricky because these are word keywords, and to understand them, some people fumble out. Then we will be having a small test over here, a recap of whatever we have done in these past sessions, the 4 sessions. So we will be conducting frequent tests like this every time, every 5-6 sessions we'll be doing. But right now we are covering some important basic topics which need to be known. So I want to test right now. Yes, every 5-6 sessions we might not have, we'll have in every 10-20 sessions. That depends upon what is our level. So right now this is what is our level over here. Okay, so I'm sorry for one thing, that in the screen you might see black border. That is due to the screen resolution. I can't help it. There is some issues with my OBS which I'm trying to fix out. Okay, so we'll wait for a minute and then let us start with arithmetic operators. Okay, so I'm back. Let's start. So guys, today, those who just came in, today we are going to just see operators. There are 5 operators. People might say there are more. Yes, there are. Right now we'll only learn 5. In the near future, if you feel the need to learn more, yes, surely it's included. Okay, so let us start with the first operator, which is assignment operator. So over here, sorry, arithmetic operator, my bad. Everyone knows arithmetic. Arithmetic is nothing but our pre-primary, sorry, not, I would say, yeah, pre-primary and primary mathematics, which we are taught plus, minus. We are taught plus minus in pre-primary. Then we come in primary, we are taught multiplication and division. Then fractions. So we will not play with fractions, we'll play with multiplication, division. And in division we have quotient, how to find the quotient, how to get the remainder, how to only get the int value and not the float value. All those things we'll be playing with. So let's directly hop on to our Jupyter notebook. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so I hope you guys can see my Jupyter notebook over here. So today I have got some request of showing how does Jupyter notebook see. So guys, this is how I see my Jupyter notebook. There might not be these many files. It might be different for you, but this is what I have. I have my folder on documents, which is YouTube classes. Over here I'll make a new file from Python 3, and I will rename it to Python class 3. Okay, so I'm again mentioning the functions over here. This is run. You can run the boxes with this. The boxes are nothing but cells which have data in it. This is cut. This will delete the cell. This is to copy. It will copy the particular thing in the cell. This is plus, means add. It will add new cells. And then this. It is interrupting the kernel, means the kernel has stopped. If you type print hello over here right now, you have a fresh new kernel. So what just happened was it interrupted the kernel, means that it stopped the kernel interpreter. I would say in Python we call it kernel, but it is interpreter. It stopped the interpreter and it started a new interpreter. So here we can do one thing. We can say restart and clear output. So see, now hello should go. See, it went. This was interpreter, which we call kernel in Python, and this was the overview of Jupyter notebook. Okay, so now let us start with today. What we are going to do is arithmetic operators. Sorry for the spelling mistake. Arithmetic, yes. Okay, so what we discussed arithmetic operators were, I'll use multi-line comment over here. I will say plus, minus, minus, multiplication, division. Then we will see today how we can get the remainder, which we call the modulus operator. We will see flow division. These things we will learn today, and if time permits we will go to the next operator. So we will start with the basic, which is addition. In addition we have the symbol which is plus. So for no errors in the code we will make it like this: plus 2 plus 5. Now let's define it. Let's say a is equal to 2 plus 5, and let's print a. Let's see what we get out. So we get a as 7. We didn't get this. Let's try to get this as well. 7 7. I'll code this, comment it. See, I got 7 only. Okay. So this was addition, simple addition. We can go way deep into it. Let's say b is equal. Okay. Before we go deep, let's print the type of it and see what type we have. It says it's the class integer. Yes, that is the class for numbers. So this proves that we are not adding strings, but we are adding integers. Now let's say if we put this over here, it will become string and 25. So that is the main difference over here. Now if you see like what we were seeing over there in our PPT, it was showing that it will always be like this, and yes, it was right, it will be like this only. I saw that there was a lag. That lag was due to my internet connectivity. I'm real sorry. Yes, this will be there. This recording will be there until the full Python series ends. You will get it. Okay. So over here we will now go to the next thing, which is our next operator, minus, meaning subtraction. Subtraction is minus. Over here we will say a is equal to 2 minus 5. Let's see what we get. Print a. Okay, so we get minus 3, and that is it, because minus operators, if we subtract something big, we know the sign of the bigger number will come. If we write plus 2 minus 5, still we get minus 3, and this is not considered as an error, because any number has a plus sign in front of it. Let's make it 5 minus 2. It's 3. Okay. Next thing we saw here is multiplication, or the star. Multiplication. This star over here. Now for the star we will say a is equal to 5 into 2. Guys, you might be noticing a lag from my side. I'm really sorry for that, but there is some internet issues due to the rainy season. Okay. So now we are going to the next one. The next one we have over here is multiplication. Multiplication 5 into 2. Let's print a. We are getting 10. Multiplication. I hope this all is clear. I'm not wasting our time over here. We'll now focus more over here. So this is division sign. We will say division. In division we are using this. We will say a is equal to 5 divided by 2. Let's see what we get. Print a. We get 2.5. It's giving us the proper answer. Now if we say 5.0598, something like this, which is not divisible, it will give us the oh sorry, I didn't put a point over here. 5 point. See, it is giving us the full answer until how many ever floating points are there. So floating point is nothing but the decimal point, which we say as the number of decimal numbers after the decimal point. So it will give the full answer. So we'll write a saying that this gives full answer. What is this giving the full answer? Now let's try this one. This one which we have is called only the remainder of the division. How do we find the remainder? It is this sign. What is this sign called? This is called modulus operator. So this modulus operator will only give you what? Only give you the remainder. Okay, so let's see. We will say a is equal to 5 modulus 2. Print a. We get 1. We know the remainder is 1. So let's say, so where is this case used? Where is modulus operator used? Mostly when we want to check if a number is even or odd. How will we check? Let us say we want to check that is 4 even. So we will say कि 4 should be 0 then remainder, because we know कि every even number is completely divisible by 2. So we'll say 0, true. Let's use the boolean operator to check if it is true. So let's make a mini program to check if the, okay, let's make over here, to check if the number is odd or even. Okay, so you guys might think we'll use some if and all. No, we'll not use. We'll just print true or not. So we will say ki first we'll take a is, let's say, print a, sorry, what we'll say 4 modulus 2 is equal to 0. So let's see what operators you are using over here. We said that this is to check a condition. This equal to, we said this equal to means is equal to with a question mark. Don't mind my spelling, I'll change it. Is equal to with a question mark. Okay, this is what it is. Then the next thing we know over here is that it will print key, is this equal to 0? Let's see what we get. True. Yes, means it is a, this, let's print this. No, it says is not, it isn't a prime. Let's take any big number ending with 3. It will say false. We know that this number is not divisible by 2, which means it is not even. Just in one line we can have a and check statement for is it even or not using the modulus operator. So now I've given you a great example of how you can have the modulus operator. Let's come to the next one. What is the next one over here we had? Is this double. This is called floor division, sorry, or we can say quotient before the floating point. Now there might be some people who will think that why is he saying floating point, floating number and everything. Please go check our last 2 lectures. We have mentioned about float over there. Float is a data type in Python. That's why I'm mentioning float, not decimal. Okay, so this is floor division. Floor division means nothing but quotient, the quotient before the floating. So now if we use this particular thing, floor division is this is floor division, but this is our normal division which gives the full quotient. Now let's check this term. Okay, I'll have to put this in comments first. We will say a divided by 2, sorry, 1 divided by 2 print. Sorry, I didn't said that. And over here I'll not put 1, I will put some number like 11. I get 5.5, but if I use floor division I only get 5. What I said was that I only get the quotient before the floating point. So let's use any big number, 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, and just use this. You'll get 5 5 5 5 5 5.5. Let's use this floor division. We only get till the floating point. It will stop over there. Now where is this used? Where you just want the integer number and not the floating point as well, the float integer float data type. This is where this is used. The use case of this is basically this, mainly for int data type and not any other data type. So over here we have cleared it, that this is what is our arithmetic operators. Guys, I want to keep today's video short. I will be giving some exercises related to arithmetic operators in our Discord group. You can check it out. Today's session was this much. Let's have a brief again. Addition is plus, subtraction is minus, and multiplication is division. Now let's revise from here. This will give you the whole. You let there be the decimal point as well. This is the remainder thing. This will only give you the remainder. This will not give you any quotient, anything related to the quotient. Here is a sample program. We can take any number and check is it equal to 0. It will say false. This is used for odd and even. Then we saw float division. Float division will only give the quotient before the floating point. Here is one example. Now to prove it, I'll take this number over here which we have got an output as 2.54915. Let's see what we get over here. So this is the number 5.0983. We get 2.0 because the computer knows. Yeah, so we get 2.0 because the computer knows कि this is to be a float division. Okay then, thank you everyone. So today's lecture was this much only. I am sorry for the lag which just happened. It was due to poor internet. Okay, so this is it. This was our today's session. I hope you liked it, and yes, you'll get some this questions on it. And we will be discussing more in operators. As we said, there are more 4 operators remaining to learn. Thank you.